This is a resume of a principal software engineer. It's probably the craziest resume I've seen in a very long time. I don't like re-looking at the resume before I do the video because I think it taints how well I do with it, but holy moly, I had to with this one. So if you like these resume reviews, please like, comment, and subscribe. I love it. It helps me out. The content beast is a vile algorithm. I don't know. I mixed that up. But yeah. So this person has applied to 750 jobs and has gotten 15 interviews, which isn't bad. That's actually, I think, I'm terrible at math, 1 to 50 ratio. It's an average ratio. And you're going to be like, what the heck is this? This is what threw me off at first. First off, the font is terrible. The second thing is, this is a cover letter. And I want to bring this point up because people are going to ask me, Lee, you're a recruiter. What do I do with a cover letter? And the truth is, I have no idea. I don't read cover letters. I don't think I've ever had a cover letter get anybody of mine a job. The only reason people have cover letters is typically if the recruiter cannot convince the hiring manager that they are not needed. So I don't know how to make a cover letter. I'm sorry. I don't. I've never used them. I've never needed them to do it. And I've never had a cover letter ever change my mind. So let's move to the actual resume, which is this. So, this is a nightmare to read in formatting. Also, Isaac, I assume since you deleted all your phone numbers and everything, you do have part of your thing. You're okay with this, hopefully. If not, I can maybe delete the thing, but whatever. So, this is hands-on full-stack developer, architect leader, built a highly distributed, ultra-low non-distribution prevention automation platform. I designed the architecture to use resilient solutions and Lambda default. This is actually a good sentence. So here's where I had to do. This one is the front end was React into macro deployed to Docker container. Perfect. The back end was no stack. This person, if they had a normal format, would get better interviews. Their bullet points are actually fantastic. These are fantastic bullet points. Fantastic. And this is why you're getting an interview, is because these are amazing bullet points. The problem is this format is hurting you so bad. This is so hard to read. And if you are submitting this cover letter, I am sure recruiters are looking at this and saying, oh, okay, I can't find anything. And they're not going to get to the second page, which is your actual resume. But your bullet points, I don't have any problem with. These are some of the better bullet points I've ever seen. But please, what you need to do above all else is just fix the formatting. Go to my website. It's in the little description below. Just copy that formatting. If you had a basic formatting that was boring and clear, I'm pretty sure you would get way more interviews, because this is a nightmare to read. But when you actually read it, these are phenomenal bullet points. So, Isaac, please fix the formatting. Fantastic, though. Fantastic bullet points. Just terrible formatting. Your formatting is the only issue. Just make it boring. A boring resume is best. So, let's keep it with that. That is the first video of this. This was a crazy one, but don't do this to the people. This makes it so hard to read. And when you're reading, like, when you only have 15 seconds to read a resume, they may miss the critical stuff. So please do a basic formatting that is from my website. You will get way more interviews. But bullet point wise, these are fantastic. So yeah, that is my vote on this, is that if a recruiter actually can read the bullet points, you will pass, because holy crowley, those are amazing bullet points. This is a resume of a cyber defense analyst. So full disclosure, I've not done cybersecurity. That's kind of one of the parts of tech I haven't done. And when I was looking for cyber defense analyst positions, I really only found like 1 or 2. Most of them were cybersecurity analysts. And I don't know enough about the industry to know if those were the same or different. I looked up, it looked like they were the same, but hopefully somebody from cyber can correct me. So these may be incorrect. Full disclosure, I will judge this based on what I can, based on the job descriptions I was able to get for it. So what we're going to be looking for cyber security analyst, which I hope are the same as cyber defense analysts, it's going to be your ITIL cert. I don't know what that is, but it is an IT security cert. SIEM, log analysis, vulnerability analysis, scripting, CompTI, network, security, Cyber Plus, those are certs as well. Python, Rust, Java, firewalls, all those other words, ID, blah, 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 whatever these are. So also this person put their whole name, so I can't scroll past this. So please stop putting your full contact information at the top when you send it to me. I want to make sure you are all not doxxed. So, all right, let's, based on this, they've also sent 100 to 0, which again, it's in December when that was sent to me. So I don't know if that's bad really, because December's weird for ratios. So let's judge it based on this with that huge caveat. Collect and analyze threat data from various internal external sources, open source, dark web, cross-functional teams, cybersecurity, provide threat analysis, research emerging cyber threats, hunting activities. Yeah, I don't see any of these. Let's see, I'm trying not to show your name so I can go down a little bit. Certs. Okay, so for specifically, and here's going to be my best educated guess, is certifications are very, very important, specifically in cybersecurity. Certs are huge. So what you want to do is you want these up top along with your education. So these should be up top and they need to be formatted in a different way. Specifically this. The rest of this, I don't know if is needed, but they should be, yeah. This certification needs to be up top along with maybe not your education. This is one of the few places where you may want them separate, but yeah. And then let me look at this. Just try not to dox you. That's why I'm going slow. All right. Monitor security log breaches, traffic pattern, security CM. This is good. I found this one. Yeah. So with my limited knowledge of cyber, I don't think this would pass. What I did see was this one down here. And I did see this, which is good, but I'm missing everything else. And IT in general is very, very keyword heavy rather than qualification heavy. And I'm going to make the assumption that cybersecurity is the same. So with all those caveats, I am going to need this stuff here, because these look like stuff I'd be looking for. This stuff, I think some of this stuff at least, needs to be in the bullet points. And your bullet points don't have anything but this. This is the only real thing in your bullet points I'm able to find. I want to know, do I even see vulnerability analysts? Let me look at this slowly. I don't. Yeah, I don't see basically anything here. This is what I would be looking for, assumptions, and I don't see that in the bullet points. Your bullet points need to be the what, which is your skill or qualification, the how, which is how you used it, and the why, which is why you did it in the first place. The why can be a brag. It doesn't have to be a brag, but I need to know. So as an example, this is going to make no nonsense, but this is just an example one, is I would say something like used SIEM and log analysis and vulnerability analysis to create our firewall, which prevented bad people from attacking, right? I'm not cybersecurity, but that's what I want it to read like. So I wouldn't be able to pass on this, and I'm going to assume that the 100 to 0 is also not just because it was December when you applied. So I do think you're going to need to dig into the keywords and qualifications of the positions you're applying for and put those in. So that is my review for this one. This is a full stack web developer. And they've gotten 100 to 0. So they also put their full information again up top, which I can't show. And the one thing I did notice is I'm not sure where they're applying to. If you are applying in the United States, at least you need a phone number that can be read from that, and the area code was not one that could be called from the United States. Now, maybe you're not applying for the United States. That's fine. I just want to let you know that wherever you're applying for, even if it's a remote position, you absolutely need a phone number that can be dialable by a person in that location. So this person has 100 to 0, which isn't good. Again, winter, so hard to tell during Q4, especially December. But what we're going to be looking for is TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, Node, Angular, SQL, React, API, REST, Cloud, Agile, CSCD, and any extra languages. So let's look at this. This is a nightmare to read already. Please stop with all of this. Your resume should be black and white. It should be easy to read. There are 1,000 different fonts and bolding here that it is actually hurting my eyes to read this. If you screw up on the formatting this bad, the recruiter may not spend as much time on the resume as they should, and this is hard to read. So I will try to read this, but this is actually giving me a headache with all the different stuff. So let a team of 4 developers build a point. Google. I'm scanning this. Okay, nothing I see here is what I need. Tech stack, cool. Don't care. I want to make sure it's in here. Nothing. Facilitated real-time monster rules. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, so in here, I don't see anything I need to move forward. And you're like, well, hold on. I wrote this here. It doesn't count unless it's in a bullet point. This is apparently the popular meta is to put the tech stack over here. It needs to be in the bullet points. If it's not in the bullet points, it doesn't count. I've said in the last one, you need to show the what, the how, and the why. And it could simply be, a good way to say this is use TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, and Angular to create full stack of front end and back end for our company's main webpage. That is a phenomenal first sentence. That's fine. You can do that. But in this entire thing, this is a no for me. I mean, this is 100% a no. I can't find anything I need. Even, like, you're bolding weird stuff that I don't care. Why is Google sign-in and RE CAPTCHA bolded? Nothing about this makes sense, nor would I want it. Yeah, you need to burn this and redo it. Please use the format on my website. Please use just black and white, just simple, no colors. The only color that should be on your resume should be your name and email that is, not your name, your email and your LinkedIn that may be hyperlinked. That's like it. Everything else should be black and white. And I need you to write sentences with the keywords in it. I can't find anything I need here. Yeah, there's JavaScript, cool, but I don't see anything about SQL. I don't see anything about React. I don't see anything about TypeScript. I don't see anything about cloud. I don't see anything about Agile. I don't see anything about the CI/CD. These are what are going to get you jobs, and they need to be in the bullet points. This is a very, very firm no. Yeah, I wish I had better stuff, but almost this resume doesn't work on both a formatting and a bullet point level. And you can see when a resume, honestly, formatting is less important than the content, because I think it was this video, the very first one, yeah, where the guy sent in the very first one had terrible formatting, but they were getting interviews because the bullet points were good. The formatting was hurting their chances. In this, the bullet points are not good, nor the formatting. So you need to redo like everything. And I don't want to be cruel, but like, you just graduated, I think so. And it's a nightmare. It's hard to get a job after you graduate. It is not easy, and I want you to have a good chance. So I'd rather this be the cruel interview so that you can fix it and have a better chance. So let's move on to the final review of this video. For our final review of this video, we have a developer productivity engineer. They have probably one of the best ratios I've ever seen doing this for a while. It's like 6 to 26, which is amazing. Full disclosure, as I told them in chat because they're here, is I've not done a developer productivity engineer. It is also similar to a platform engineer, and that's what I'm going to find. But I think they used this and got an interview while they were on stream, and then they passed it and got a second. So it does work. But let's look at how this is. I'm expecting this to be fantastic with that ratio. So I make tools and processes to help 350 developers write and test their code faster so they can deliver for each customer quickly, reliably. Good. Already good. I like it. Summary sentences don't necessarily need to have all the keywords, but if you could, this is actually a good way to just say, make tools and processes using maybe Python, Bash, TypeScript, Git, which is some of them, that developers. I wouldn't move it past that, but again, this would be a quick way to shove in a couple more keywords. But over migrated pre-commit pipeline from a legacy Java to a modular YAML-based Docker platform to enable local execution for developers. That's fine. I don't know. Again, I haven't searched for this role. 6 hours. Google using Java standby nodes. Perfect. Java micro with PostSQL. Perfect. Priority critical test receive feedback for Git, which is one. Use Python and Bash. Yeah, great. Docker. I assume YAML may be a one. Again, I have not done a platform engineer or developer product engineer. So, pipeline specific challenge my legacy, any scripts, okay. Breathing graphing dashboards. Dashboards is probably good. I am missing maybe cloud, but this might be my lack of knowledge on this issue. So, and that's sign. Videos on Redis, reusable to .NET. Okay, Java, perfect. PostgreSQL, AWS. Yeah, the only thing I'm really kind of missing is cloud and maybe Datadog and Terraform. But again, that may just be my lack of knowledge in platform engineering specifically, because they are getting interviews. So I don't even know if they need to add anything, because they're getting like bah, 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 bah. So that is peak interview. But yeah, that's great. Those are the only things. And again, it might just be because I don't know enough about this industry, and this is something I would message the manager. And that is kind of the, again, flaw of this whole system that I'm doing, that I'm not sure how to really fix, is if I was doing these for real, they were real positions, is I would meet with the manager beforehand and hash all these details out. So I would have a much clearer version of this. So this is sort of a third-party version of the little keywords and qualifications that may not be well, but this is solid. I like how you wrote these sentences. I like that I still found most of what I want. Yeah, and it's clearly working for you, so go for it. Oh, here's Kubernetes. There it is. Yeah, I didn't even scroll down far enough. That's perfect. There it is. Yeah, I think maybe cloud. I'm going to look to see if there's anything I can find of cloud in here. It does say there's cloud. Maybe I missed it. Yeah. I look cloud at the back. I guess maybe up top would be, but does it say AWS? No. Does it say Azure? No. But GCP still. Fine. Fantastic. It's getting you. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Basically, if you were having a 1 to 25 ratio of getting application to interviews, that's fantastic. This one blows it all away. So yeah, that is my review for it. Fantastic. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if this has been useful, and I will see you all on the next video.